Adultery is no secret in the world of sports entertainment. Though nowadays the WWE is seen as a PG program meant to be enjoyed by the whole family, the company as a whole has a very R-rated history that still at times plays out backstage to this very day. I guess we shouldn't be surprised that WWE superstars cheat on their spouses more often than we'd like to admit. They're on the road 300 days out of the year, sometimes spending 2 to 3 weeks away from their families at a time. Mix that with the constant flow of testosterone, estrogen, pheromones, and working almost exclusively with sexy people, slip-ups are bound to happen. However, sometimes the shock is not in the cheat itself, but the star who committed the cheat, with whom and or the circumstances surrounding it. Sometimes even the goodliest of good characters succumb to the devil we call temptation, ending what should have been eternal romance, often publicly breaking the heart of their former love. Here's our list of the top 10 superstars who cheated on their spouses, and of course we're gonna have to open up this list with a bang. John Cena's wrestling persona is the ultimate good guy, the babyface of babyfaces, so much so that he may never turn heel for the remainder of his career. To date, he has granted more Make-A-Wish wishes than anyone else, and children look up to him like a modern-day superhero. Outside of his G.I. Joe meets Superman front, however, Cena is far from perfect. His role in Total Divas proves he has a perverse sense of humor and a relentless my way or the highway type of attitude. Before Cena made it big in WWE, he was happily married to his high school sweetheart. She was seen once on WWE TV in the audience while Cena celebrated a big title win. However, not long after Cena skyrocketed into the spotlight, their marriage began to crumble. Cena says remodeling their house caused a strain in the relationship, but Cena's first wife believes that Big Match John had cheated on her with a number of female WWE superstars, most notably Mickie James. Not long after rumors of Cena and James started floating around, she was traded to the SmackDown brand while Cena remained on Raw. Looks like Mr. Hustle loyalty and respect could be anything but when it comes to staying faithful. In one of the most publicized states of affair in WWE history, Lita was caught cheating on her then boyfriend Matt Hardy with one of his best friends, the rated R superstar Edge. Lita was a part of Team Extreme alongside the Hardy Boys Matt and Jeff. The Hardy Boys had an epic and long-standing rivalry with the team of Edge and Christian, constantly switching off the tag team titles. The Hardys and ENC helped evolve the tag team division, particularly with the TLC matches they pioneered alongside the Dudley Boys. Because of this rivalry, Lita and Edge worked closely together as well, so much so that the two began traveling the road together, which eventually led to having an affair while Lita was in a relationship with Matt. This was heartbreaking for Hardy, who found out after accidentally reading romantic texts exchanged between his girlfriend and one of his supposed best friends. Matt was very vocal about this, and this real-life situation soon became one of WWE's hottest storylines. Lita and Edge became top heels and were put in big situations, including simulated sex on a bed in the ring in Monday Night Raw. Not long after, Matt ended up losing his job, and both Lita and Edge would go on to become Hall of Famers, because karma apparently. Matt has since forgiven the two of them, and now he is currently married to Rebby Sky. Matt and Edge were recently chatting alongside Christian and Jeff Hardy on an episode of Table for Three. Terri Runnels was a WWE manager most notable for her marriage to Dustin Rhodes, more famously known as the bizarre one Goldust. Goldust's father, the infamous American Dream Dusty Rhodes, allegedly didn't like Terri from the start and warned his son that Terri was nothing but a gold digger and was bad news. Goldust didn't listen and eventually married Runnels. Turns out, although there's nothing that fully confirms the American Dream's prophecies about being a gold digger, he was onto something in regards to Terri being bad news. Terri cheated on Goldust with co-worker rumored to be Shawn Stasiak. This quickly spiraled the marriage into a divorce. Reports are claiming that despite this, the two are civil with each other as they share parenting duties with their daughter. Nothing says I am a real American like cheating on your wife with another married woman and saying the N-word. Okay, maybe not, but there was a time when the Hulkster was considered the ultimate American. A true purveyor of the American dream. He had it all. He had strength, charisma, and was for a massive amount of time the biggest star in pro wrestling, including the entire world. There's no denying that the Hulkster has had a great impact on wrestling, but his very publicized affair, which came as the result of a leaked sex tape, put him in an extremely negative limelight. His use of racial slurs in the same video also had his Hall of Fame status revoked and led to shock and disappointment in the WWE universe. Hogan ended up suing the site that posted the video for millions upon millions of dollars for damages. Seth Rollins takes pride in calling himself the architect, often sporting the slogan of redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. Well, after this, it looks like the only thing he'll be redesigning, rebuilding, and reclaiming are his relationship skills. While Seth was becoming a rising star as a singles competitor after winning the WWE title and becoming the Authority's poster boy, it turns out he was screwing a lot more than his Shield brethren. Rollins reportedly had an affair with developmental superstar Zara Schreiber behind the back of his fiancée. When she found out, Rollins' now ex-fiancée did not take things lightly and posted intimate photos of Seth and Zara all over social media. Apparently, the world is not enough to fulfill the appetite of Bray Wyatt. In one of the most unlikely and shocking developments in the history of WWE adultery, the evil, maniacal, horrific being we know as Bray Wyatt cheated on his real-life wife, the mother of his biological children, with JoJo, the Total Diva star turned ring announcer. It's a strange one to fathom, but it's true. However, after being put on blast by his wife when she found out, Wyatt's career also started to pitfall around this time. Whether the two are actually connected is uncertain, but Wyatt is definitely not in as prominent of a role as he once was. He is now divorced, and there is a silver lining though, as he and JoJo are now in a relationship. The Sting we know today is a pretty level-headed, relaxed, and wise individual. He's had a lengthy and memorable career inside the squared circle and is one of the most respected figures in the history of pro wrestling. However, in Sting's early career, while he still sported a surfer boy look and big blonde hair, he had a lot of issues during his quick rise to the top. Drugs and alcohol were a vice for Sting, and it led to him making some regrettable decisions, including cheating on his wife. Eventually, Sting realized he needed to clean up his act, which he did. He admitted this to his wife that he cheated, and surprisingly, she stuck by his side for many years. However, the two did end up divorcing in 2010. One of The Undertaker's most infamous tattoos was that of his wife Sarah's name inked across his neck. If you pay attention nowadays, however, you notice that that tattoo has since been covered up. That's because, despite being such a loyal part of the WWE, sticking by the company through thick and thin, he wasn't quite as loyal to his wife Sarah. Undertaker has reportedly cheated on Sarah with his new wife, former WWE diva Michelle McCool. When Sarah found out, she filed for divorce from the Phenom. The Undertaker quickly jumped ship and married McCool, and the two have been a seemingly happy couple ever since. She's probably the only person in the world who could get away with posting candid photos of the dead man on Instagram. If that's not a way of showing him affection, I don't know what is. Paul Levesque has gone through many titles and roles over the course of his career. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H, the Cerebral Assassin, the leader of DX, the COO, the King of Kings, and so on. But the most famous of Triple H's monikers has to be The Game, and it looks like it's the games he's been playing with the hearts of his lovers. While being in a relationship with his DX stablemate Chyna, Triple H was put in a storyline where he fake married his boss's daughter Stephanie McMahon by taking her through a Las Vegas drive-thru chapel while she was unconscious. Working closely together, the two started falling for each other, which led to Triple H having a real-life affair with Stephanie behind Chyna's back. As we all know, Triple H went on to marry Stephanie in real life, and the two have 3 daughters together. There has been speculation that Vince purposefully put Triple H and Stephanie in this specific storyline as a way to try and set them up. Triple H was well known in the back for never being a partier, always working hard, and always staying focused and taking his career to the top. True or a total farce, these are all traits Vince would have liked to see in his future son-in-law, especially since the WWE locker room was kind of like the Wild West in those days. Yes, even the boss himself has cheated on his wife several times with several women. On his own television show, Sable, Trish Stratus, Candice Michelle, Tori Wilson, the list goes on with how many female employees Vince has subjected to his quote-unquote storyline romances, all of which are there for the world to see, including his wife Linda. There was even one storyline where Vince had a hardcore makeout session with Trish Stratus right in front of Linda while she was forced to fake being in a coma. There have also been a great deal of people speculating about Vince sleeping with some of his employees. It just goes to show that there are no limits when it comes to Vinnie Mac. He has even gone as far as to give a little lip-on-lip action to his own daughter, Stephanie. Yuck. Have we missed anyone? Let us know in the comments below. And these are 10 superstars who cheated on their spouses. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching Wrestling Hub, and I'll see you later with more videos.